Jens versus Justin Provencal. So it's
Okay,
going to
so
be.
Elves versus Dreadnought.
Yep.
And this Dreadnought deck has a lot going on, is what it sounds like, right? So he's
Yeah.
got AKs in the main, instead of pulling out at least one gush.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's
Plus
crazy.
Tide, plus Brain Freeze, I think.
Brain freeze. Yeah.
So no
That's
Dominate, but Dominate's not very good against Elves.
correct. Yeah.
Um,
I think there's the two factories, two
okay, so
chain,
3 Impulse, 2 days.
four
Is
AK.
2 Ops standard? And 3 Gush, but fitting in those 4 AKs. So definitely a more controlling version.
Yeah. I think he's just going for the long game, just like draw a bunch of cards, make sure that I can always protect my Juggernaut or my Dreadnought.
Sideboard's got 4 blasts, which those blasts have not been played at all today.
Yeah.
Nobody's needed to play a Hydro Blast today. Um, 3 Annuls, Chain of Vapor. Okay, so
Yeah.
fairly standard. So there is no Brain Freeze in the sideboard. It is just the Tide plan, but he's put in Accumulated Knowledge in the main deck
Yeah.
to get some extra card advantage. So he's very well built to deal with control decks, it
Yeah,
seems.
I was gonna say I think he's probably pretty good into the mirror because of the AKs, because you can
Yeah.
just get there with the card advantages that they generate, because those games go long.
Are we getting both semi games, Jay?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
All right.
see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't
So
know. Jens could win quickly with this. Oh, sorry,
yeah.
go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say Jens was he looked like
He's
he
been
was
on
doing
stream
really
all day.
good.
I feel
Yeah,
like he
right?
hasn't been drinking a lot because he's been on stream the whole time.
Yeah, that's true. I like he's on a pretty interesting list here. 2 Deranged Hermit, 1 Kamal, 4 Tango Wire. They're really good. Vigilante's great. Survival. Yeah, I mean this
Oh, so
looks
Justin was
pretty
on
good.
Brain Freeze until recently, it sounds like.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, so
So,
this is Justin's first LobsterCon, right?
yeah.
He's been killing it in Massachusetts.
Yeah, he's local. He's at every one of our weeklies.
Just grinding Dreadnought every time, right?
Yeah.
Just doing
He's
different
he's a
versions. Yeah,
menace.
yeah,
uh
um,
oh,
yeah.
that's a beautiful Llanowar.
Oh,
Wow.
his whole deck is
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, man.
I guess you
All
were on
right.
the other side of the screen
Yeah.
for the last one. Um, okay. Oh, is an ELD Premodern Open Portent.
Yeah.
Hits Vision Charm, Portent, Vision Charm. I think he put the Portent on
I
top.
think so too.
So does
Because
that
he
mean
knows
he
he's going to
already has a
draw it.
Dreadnought?
Yeah. And then he'll draw the
Cool.
Vision Charm for his draw phase.
Okay, so he's got a foil, an opt, a stifle.
Yep.
Is that a second to last card of Dreadnought?
I think so. Yeah, I think he has the newer.
Okay, so he's in a pretty good position, it
Yeah.
seems, here. Jens only has the Nantuko Vigilante as an answer main deck.
Yeah.
Sideboard gets a lot better with the 4 Naturalize, 2 more Vigilantes,
Oh yeah.
and Crumble, I
Yes, the
think.
crumble. It makes it really difficult to like have enough counter spells to like keep your dude alive. And once you remove the dreadnought and you've wasted your whole hand, elves will just run you over.
Yeah. And Crumble, I don't play a lot of green decks. Crumble is an instant, right?
It's an instant that says they gain life equal to
Oop,
the
Jens is not
CMC
happy about that.
of the artifact it destroys.
Yeah. Turn 2 Dreadnought
Yeah.
with foil backup, I believe.
Using our phased out tokens.
Nice.
Thankfully that our local Elise printed, or Alice, sorry.
Yeah, so he's got the second Vision Sharp. That was a great portent for him because now
Yeah.
he's got defense against the 1 Vigilante. And once
Right.
he gets past that 1 Vigilante, it's over for Jens in terms of killing a Dreadnought. It has to be
Now or
racing
never.
or blocking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really see Yen's hand, but he's doing a lot of thinking.
He's got
here.
a port there,
Yeah.
which seems terrible in this matchup.
Oh, for sure. What is that?
That's
Is
a
that- oh, that's
survival. That's a
survival.
survival.
Oh, that's
But
really cool. I
okay.
like that. That's cute. Is that like a wombat on it or something, or like?
Yeah, something like that.
That's cool.
Okay, so Jens has a lot of mana.
Oh, a little koala maybe, because he's got the little koala doll. All right, so he's got 3 green. Oh, he's got the dice.
He
on
could
that, of
make
course.
another. He could play.
Using
Okay.
1.
So
Going
he's
for
getting
the
rid of the Deranged Hermit, which is interesting because Deranged Hermit is a way to deal with it as a blocker. Like you
Yeah.
just have enough power and toughness to block. Okay, he's
I think he's
thinking about
got to go for
Tuco
the.
Vigilante. Now
Oh,
he's. I think he realized he has more mana, so
yeah,
um, I think he could do this and play around days. He loses to foil.
yeah,
Yeah, he just
pretty
needs
hard.
to just hope Justin doesn't have foil.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those like this is one of those make 'em have it matches.
Yeah.
Because that, and that's what Justin's doing here too. And so, it's like, all right, look, you're all in, I'm all in.
So he bounces the forest,
Yep.
untaps the Priest of Titania. That Priest can tap for another 3 mana. The Elves can tap for another 1 mana. He's got 1 floating, so that's 5, which is
5.
enough to flip. But he could also replay this land to play around days.
Yes.
So this should be enough mana to uh,
Be able to flip next turn because he
be
has the
able to flip it.
priest. Yeah.
So he's going to wait until the upkeep. Well,
Yep.
obviously because the creature's phased
Yeah.
out. But you often want to wait.
Oh, the stifle.
So he stifles the
Ooh.
Nantuko Vigilante, and he had the foil,
And
he had the Vision Charm.
Yeah.
So
being like, I'll let that resolve.
Jens might be a little upset here, but if he saw Justin's hand right now, he would
Yeah.
very clearly see it's
Yeah. He'd be
not-
like,
not the
well,
best.
all right.
yeah. Yeah, Brian Selden's here wishing that he could get those draws this
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Selden is saying that he was talking with Justin earlier, and if you ever see Justin keep a 7-card hand, it has turned to Dreadnought. Oh, against Elves
yeah.
specifically.
Right.
Yeah, very quick.
Yeah.
Like you need
You lose equity. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to just like get in there and try and kill them as fast as possible. It's actually, I mean, so Justin plays against Nick every week, so this is a pretty well known matchup for him. But like he has just nothing but gas in
and
this
Nick's version's got to be better than Jens in this matchup, I imagine.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that like the ports are doing nothing.
game. Yeah,
I don't know how much blue hate or an artifact hate Nick has in his sideboard because Jens does have a lot.
yeah.
But
I think Nick runs maybe a naturalizer 2 in the main. We have a very artifact and dreadnought heavy deck.
it
or,
looks like
meta.
invasion basics. Someone's asking what basics Justin's running.
Oh yeah, I think those are invasion. I'm pretty sure.
Not as good as Storm Islands, but
Or those
a
beautiful
close.
sign forests. But yeah. Oh, what are the storm islands?
Urza Saga 335.
Okay,
think.
okay, yeah, those are really nice.
Brian, were you running the Storm Islands today?
No storm islands from Selden.
What islands
okay.
were you running?
Oh, that's
okay.
right. Yeah, we looked at it and we said, oh, you really like those unlimited islands. Yeah. That's
All right.
true.
So coming back here, Jens is probably
That's a good
trying to
point.
just get 12 power on the board to
Yeah.
trade with his Dreadnought.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to look very good for him.
No, he's going to have to survival something. He's probably going to have to bounce like an elf, survival it into some
Yeah.
kind of blocker. And
Well, I think what we saw Ty do when he played against Dreadnought in round 5 or 6, maybe he's trying to do something similar where he gets enough to stay alive
Yeah.
and still have enough set up to be able to turn the corner the following turn.
Yeah, I mean, like putting a hermit on the board and stuff like that, it really gets it. It can get him past. Like he can take, like took the 12, but that's it. He can't take another hit, so he has to have at least enough to block and live, and then maybe go for.
So Priest here, probably going for a Hermit.
Yeah,
I don't think he has much else that can. I mean, that's the most
It's-
power and toughness he could put
yeah,
on the board.
it's got to be right because it's like that's 10.
He,
so-
I mean, he has a lot of mana. He could do some anger shenanigans if he has. I don't know what his other cards are in hand. Depending on how many creatures he has
Yeah.
to discard, he could do some anger shenanigans. He hasn't activated the symbiote yet,
correct.
so that's another creature that he could put in his hand if he wanted to
Getting the anger,
be a little more
survivaling
dirtily
it.
here. So, okay,
I think
getting
that's
the
a good
anger.
idea.
If he's getting the anger, does that mean he's getting the Granger now too?
Yep.
And just, or
Oh,
is he just going
probably.
straight for the Hermit?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Does he have enough
He has
mana to
2,
double?
3.
Okay. Yeah, this is
Oh,
over.
the foil. Okay.
I think
yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
Did he have enough mana there to double play the Hermit?
No, he did not. Because
Because he still had the Wirewood Symbiote activation up.
right, but he only had 3 elves on board at that point. He used all of the rest of his mana to get the
Okay.
the hermit
Okay.
into play. Did he? I know we just saw it, but did he put the anger in the yard, or did he just go straight for the hermit?
He went Anger Hermit.
Okay. So yeah, he still would have been one short anyway.
Yeah, I think he just was realized how much mana he had and could afford to get the anger in that position, even though he wasn't going to use it right away.
Yeah. I mean, elf mana math can be very difficult.
Yeah, so he stifled. He didn't stifle it getting the vigilante getting turned up. So unmorphing doesn't use the stack.
Correct.
But when the vigilante gets unmorphed, a trigger is put on the stack, which says, when it's flipped face up, destroy target artifact and enchantment. So that was the trigger that was stifled. Yeah, stifle can do a lot. In any format where it's legal, like stifling fetch lands is a very common thing.
Oh, we saw that earlier. Sometimes it can just be a back-breaking move.
Yeah. It's not great, but like I've stifled a survival activation before.
Yep.
I don't like doing that, but sometimes you have to.
Maybe they don't have another card in hand, and maybe it's not a creature. Yeah, I mean, Stifle just has so many use cases.
So okay, we could see Justin. So Justin does not have Powder Keg at all in his 75. Oh, he does. He has 2. Okay.
Yeah, he has 2 in the 2.
So yeah, that's maybe Blue's best answer at killing these things. One of the best cards that Blue can play. Oh yeah, he does have 2 Powder Kegs.
Yep, he's got 2 Powder Kegs, Chain, Misdirection. Misdirection's not very useful.
So
well, it might be if he goes Survival first and then Naturalize, Misdirected to the Survival. But that's such a niche use case.
You'd rather just have the annuls, and even the annuls are like, well, I guess annuls will hit Tangle Wire, and and the Survival.
Yep.
So those seem kind of nice, or quite nice.
Yeah.
Best card, which I don't think I've seen any copies of in anyone's list. I was considering playing it and then backed out. Is Hibernation is the best thing you could be doing against
Hibernation
elves.
is so gross at elves.
Well, Hibernation and
yeah.
Cursed Totem are 2 of the best things that you could be doing against elves.
2 Vigilantes, the 4 Naturalize,
and the Crumble.
That
but then, like, what comes out?
Yeah.
Maybe this is a time where you don't want Massacre Kamal, because the Dreadnought deck can operate on such few lands.
Yeah.
I feel like it needs to keep the anger in. Like, he wants to go fast.
Right. So,
but maybe some better elves players in the chat can talk through as well. What are your thoughts?
I was gonna say. I mean, obviously, Kamal comes out. He's way too high end. Massacre as well. He doesn't really do much here. Multani's Acolyte it's fine. It's great with Wired Symbiote if the game goes long. He needs the Deranged Hermits in case he can't get. Although, if your strategy is just well, you can't. Yeah, you need to be able to kill them, right? So, that's a good question. Is Squeeze pretty good? You have to stick a Survival.
Yeah, I mean, the hard thing about this, and this is a problem that you see in Burn versus Blue decks, is like the cards you bring in stop their stuff, but it doesn't help your game. So like bringing a bunch of Red Blasts is good against Blue, but like a Burn deck, if you're bringing in Red Blast, then you're taking out Burn spells. So you're moving away from your game plan too much. So
yeah, the problem is he has so many like must counters, like the 4 Survival, like because if he gets the Survival online and Justin doesn't have an immediate Dreadnought, that card is really, really oppressive.
But yeah, Jens is an experienced Elves player, so I'm sure he's familiar with sideboarding. Anyone know the story? What's the slabbed card he's got?
I couldn't figure it out yesterday either.
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea. We'll have to ask him.
Okay.
Right, so
is Justin keeping 7? That would imply a turn 2 Dreadnought, but I don't see a Dreadnought in there. Brian, are you saying that he does that post board too? You think? Yeah. He had an Annul in his hand, which is like a pretty nice card.
Yeah.
Like that annulling is probably worth at least a turn.
Yeah.
In this matchup.
Yeah, I mean he knows he probably has to keep him off Survival because he thinks.
I didn't see a Tangle Wire. I saw an Opt. I saw a foil, some lands.
Important there.
Yeah, maybe important.
Yeah.
Okay, so minus ports,
Goth
minus
to Dirk. That is the card that is slabbed.
Creatures with Island Walk may block as if
maybe blocked as if they did not have this ability. That's really funny. I
How
love
many
that.
cards do you think had Island Walk when this was printed?
Like,
But they're like some.
yeah, like Island Fish
Oh, I guess it
Jasconius.
was Merfolk. All the Merfolk
Yeah,
ones.
all the
Yeah.
merfolk, yeah. Cast fish liver oil. Give something Island Walk. Land Walk, underrated mechanic though, honestly. All right, turn one,
Okay, so he
symbiote.
did keep in the ports. I do see a port in hand. I guess he's not cutting
Yeah,
any of
he
those.
probably just doesn't. He probably just doesn't
But
want
yeah,
to lose any
cutting
cards onto the
Masticore
mana
and
base.
Cabal makes sense.
Yeah, porting him down here is really good. He's gonna opt in response to the port.
Yep.
Oh no, he did that on end step. Yeah, he's like, all
Oh,
right, no.
that was Ed Step. Okay, now you upkeep ports. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
He could make the great play of stifling a port. It's a legal action.
It is a legal game action.
I have done something silly like that once. My opponent had a Hidden Gibbons in play, and I
Yep,
had a powder keg, so I animated my Mishra's Factory, stifled the animation of my Mishra's Factory to turn
the
the Hidden
Gibbons
Gibbons
on.
into a creature, so it would get swept up with the other one drops with the powder keg.
That's cool. That's actually really cool. I like those kinds of interactions, though. Um,
Okay,
all
so
right, he's casting a
he's got Multani's
Multani.
Acolyte. Looks like on the stack. This will be generating him a bunch of card advantage if left unchecked.
Yeah, and I think that's what you really need against a Dreadnought player who doesn't just go slam turn to Dreadnought. Uh,
Yeah,
but he did port him down, so he doesn't know that he might have it.
right. He
And
did
it,
not have an opportunity to do turn two Dreadnought. Factory's
yeah,
pretty
Factory's
nice.
pretty mid though. If
If
unless
you go, yeah, the Elves deck will eventually run it over, but it stops the like
just
chip in for
chipping
3
you down,
damage
yeah,
each turn.
yeah. I mean, I bet Justin wishes
Is he
that was an
attacking into
island.
the factory? I guess he
Well, he
wants
can just
to
port it
commit
down if
the.
he wants.
Yeah, then he could just port it down.
Yeah. Just trying to get
Okay,
damage in. He's
just
not holding
getting
any
yeah.
surprises.
Okay,
All
so
right.
probably in response
In
to the
response
Acolyte, there's an Impulse. Looks like he picked up a Dreadnought
to the
there.
knot.
So I think we should expect a Dreadnought next
I
turn.
assume so. Especially with two stifles and
There's a
probably some
Chain of Vapor and a
protection.
Null. Two Gushes.
Two gushes.
I don't see. Is there a foil
Is
there?
I is
There's an annul, but I don't know if there's a defense for the
uh
a way to defend against the Dreadnought.
yeah, it's a little tough to tell. Tapping down the
Yeah, I don't
island.
think there is. He has the combo, but I don't think he has a way to defend it.
That's fair. I mean, he could draw something here,
Is that his
but
second Chain of Vapor?
yes.
Okay. So he
So
starts off with a Gush.
gush, floating two blue. Uh, playing an island. 1 mana left. He's gonna tap his factory, not to
Okay.
waste his blue.
So casting the Dreadnought
Casting
now,
the knot.
using his blue. Uh, does he have Stifle or is he going
Yeah.
Vision Charm? Okay, Stifle.
I think Stifle's the right play here too.
Well, it depends on what his defenses are.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have a Vision Charm, so
Oh, yeah, well, that's true.
that makes it easier.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
tough to tell.
looks like what's happening here. It looks like there's some confusion.
Yeah, it looks like there's some confusion.
Oh, it looks like he's responding by bouncing the, or maybe he's just.
He
I
had
think
two.
they were
Oh,
going
just,
to end step, and Jens was bouncing before Justin went to discard.
yep.
And he discard a Gush and can't see the other card.
Yeah, not sure.
So he's got another Gush in hand.
He does have another gush in hand, but I bet he was wishing that factory was an island right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking with Dave Kaplan, one of the other New York guys, and he was playing Dreadnought today. I think he finished X3 or X2.
Okay.
I think he finished X2 actually.
Hmm.
Lanny, how did Dave do? I think he might have been X2, Kaplan. But he was saying that Factory felt horrible for him all day today.
But you need it against
He
their
said he never attacked
factories
with it, and he never blocked with one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Query on Ranger.
Okay.
Return.
Replaying the
Okay.
forest. I mean, he could keep on drawing cards here, but now that there's a Dreadnought on the battlefield, he can't really afford to.
Right.
to keep dirtling. It looks like there's a tangle wire in hand.
The tangle
This
wires.
annul is gonna hit
Oh man.
the annul that he kept in the opening hand,
Yeah,
which
correct.
is bad for Jens because it's the only piece of the counter magic that that Justin seems to have in his hand is
Yeah.
just the annul.
So like if that was a naturalize or something similar,
So what
uh,
is so Justin was hesitating on that. Um, did he think Jens maybe Jens was baiting there, but Jens doesn't have the mana because he replayed the forest.
right,
He
he
doesn't
had
have
to
the mana
replay the
to play a
force for the turn.
survival off of it. But Justin did have like maybe two more stifles in it, or at least one stifle in hand. So he had the opportunity to stifle the
The
tangle wire
tangle wire.
trigger for one turn and attack, and then he would have enough permanence to tap it down on the second to tap down his lands on the second turn and just attack with the dreadnought. So I think that's what he was thinking about.
Yeah.
Why he was hesitating on the annul play
Yeah,
there.
it wouldn't. But like the problem is that it would open him up to things like this. This is it's amazing that he held up that stifle there because this Nantuko Vigilante is not going to be able to get rid of that dreadnought
Well, he has a stifle and it looks like a vision charm, so he's
and a
got
vision
two
charm.
pieces of defense now.
Yeah,
And what's cool, actually, I don't know if this is probably not helpful. These chain of vapors just look awful.
yeah, they do look really horrendous.
So
The
upkeep
stifle as well.
Jens. Okay,
Yeah.
that's game. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That was. Yeah. Man.
So
Stifle not
typically,
taking it.
Elves is favored in this matchup, but yeah, Justin seems to be he's put in the work with this deck.
He really has.
He got his cards to line up, but he also was selective in his ways to interact.
Yeah. Yeah. Shaking hands. Everyone's
So
smiling.
yeah, he got his cards to line up nice. Like
Yeah.
he played that well. He got his cards to line up nicely, despite having two chain of vapors that were doing nothing in his hand.
Yep.